Hey, welcome back to the Corbellic Studios. I'm Corbellic. Today we're going to be knocking out a little bit of a larger painting of a vintage Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. I love these kind of pop art vintage paintings right there, but it's not about what I love. It's about what the market loves. And I've also learned that doing these type of art right here where they're vintage fun, you make it into your own funky design or any kind of abstraction or weird thing that they're holding or any kind of you're just throwing it together. The market loves it. So that's why I like doing these type of paintings, because over the years I've seen that the market really loves vintage American aesthetic pop art, poster, Western, Americana, those type of things right there. I love doing it. And yeah, let's just have fun doing it. But before going into that, find out what your market loves from you, because these are the things that I've learned over the years of what my market likes from me and the things that I created. And I have a template and everything broken down for you to do this as well inside the eBay art community. If you're not already a part, click the link below so you can see everything for yourself, copy and paste. Everything is built for you to get started. But like I said, just find your own market, see what they like from you. That's the blind part about just creating and having fun. Don't put too much expectations into it. So let's just try to do this quick and fast, and yeah, to have the most fun with it. That way, when we're doing pieces like this, you're not going to be too worried about, oh, what about copyright or what about anything like that. We're not making millions of t-shirts of this thing right here. They're not going to try to take you to court over something that you're making abstract fast in your own style. All right, so let's have fun. And this is Tony the Tiger right here. Let's take a big brush out, and I'm just going to do the background with a little bit of blue, a little bit of light blue. Let me change this light. There we go. All right, I'm just going to do a little bit of blue, light blue, some water, kind of like a watercolor, right? Look at that. And if you ever look at fine art, or what they consider fine art, this is how they do the brush strokes, where it's like parts of it that looks like it's not painted all the way. It's just like the rough, confident strokes, right? And you need to do the same thing. Well, you don't need to. You can do whatever you want, but just to get through projects faster, then that's what we're going to do. That's all we got right there. So now I'm just going to dry this off a little bit with the heat gun. In my eyes, I'm already done with this painting. That's how quick we're going to move on this. All right, boom, and that's that. So now let me take out the larger brush, which is I think this is a 1.5 inch. And I'm just going to do like another layer of this white paint, kind of like this, right? Like, you see how I'm just doing it kind of like rough looking, like not perfect, because that's what people pay for. They want to see it where it's like rough. It looks like those broad brush strokes where not all the paint is on there. That shows confidence. And look what I'm doing to Tony. Look what I'm going to do to Tony. Just broad abstractions. That way it's intended that way. Handkerchief. Boom. We got the hankers. And we're just going to try to get this over with quick. That way we can get on to the next painting. That's how I think when I'm working on a painting. I'm already thinking about the next painting. I don't know what the next painting is going to be. I'm just thinking of movement. I'm just thinking of being fast and movement. But you need to spend so much time into it. How can you be thinking like that? Look, and you see how I'm not even thinking about like the actual, I don't know, with the colors. I'm making my own thing up as I go. But aren't you worried about being sued? Kellogg's Frosted Flakes is going to come after you. Yeah, they're going to spend $1 million in litigation to come after me. No, they're not. What are you talking about? And you know, what I tell people as well is like, if you're worried about doing fan art or being sued or something like that, then just don't make it. You're spending more time talking about the fan art or whatever you're worried about making than just creating something of a flower, creating something that you do want to make. Then create something else then if you're worried about it. I'm not worried about it. That's why I'm creating it. Are you saying that you're worried about it for my sake? Why? Why are you worried about it for my sake? Well, I'm not saying that I'm worried about it for my sake. I'm worried about it for your sake, Corbellic. Uh-huh. Look, I'm not even look, you see how rough it is? Like that's the good stuff. Me and Tony got a great relationship. You don't even know. Let Tony talk to me. He didn't hire you. I'm just doing this fast. What is that, like Frosted Flakes or something? On the spoon? Some good old Frosted Flakes. Have you noticed that cereal doesn't taste the same? Like when we were kids in the 80s? Cereal tasted so good when we were kids. It tastes weird now. It tastes like chemicals. I haven't had cereal in a while just because it doesn't taste the same to me. I don't know what's up with that. So like however y'all feel about health and politics or whatever. I don't want to get into that, but one thing I can say for certain, and I can't lie to myself about, is that our food don't taste the same. And what am I going to do? Am I going to really be so caught up in my feelings to be like, no, I like this person and I hate that person, where I don't believe anything they're saying? The food does taste the same. Matter of fact, McDonald's is good for you. We all know it's not. And it tastes weird. Even McDonald's doesn't taste the same. Rumor has it that they used to have those delicious French fries in beef tallow. I don't know if that's true, but man, when I was a kid, McDonald's used to taste so much different. Nowadays, it's like, or think about like Little Debbie's and stuff like that we ate. Those little snacks as a kid. I can't even imagine eating that stuff now. It just tastes weird. You know what else tastes weird is Oreos. Oreos taste crazy weird. Like when I was a kid, they were more like actual, like the cream was hard. Like if you press the cookies together, the cream was actually, it was like real cream or something, or real chocolate. Now if you press the cookies together, the cream mushes out. And it's like the chocolate's not even real chocolate. It's like, I don't know. If I eat those now, I'll get sick. I'm like, what's in the food? What is in this stuff? Don't you question it. We don't like that one guy. All right, look, here's the spoon. Look at that. Something, right? Just having fun with it. I like these because I can always just have fun. I can always have fun. I'm a big kid. You know, I can do what I want. I'm a big kid. I'm just having fun. Now let's take black stripes to make these abstract Tony the Tiger stripes, right? And this is what I'm talking about, like you being abstraction with it. You doing your own thing. Don't marry the image. You have the proportions already. Like, just do your own thing. And it doesn't have to be where you're drawing inside the lines. Like, you see where I'm out. Look, I'm outside the lines right now. Look, I'm outside. Like, I'm outside the lines. Look at this. I'm outside the lines. The ones in the gallery or the museums that they say are the best art when it comes to working like this are the ones who are drawing outside the lines because they're confident enough to do it and they don't care. So why should you care? Why should you spend hours of your life caring about something that when you, I don't know how to explain it. Like, the more that you spend time on your artwork, the more that it's not going to look good. Only person who is going to look good to is you, because you've been conditioned by society to be like, that stuff is pleasing. People want something that's just raw and confident. Like, stop caring so much. Especially, this is a business. We're about to list this on eBay. They're great. And then I'm gonna be on to the next painting when you're still working on your 10th one. Or I apologize. No. I'm gonna be on to another painting while you're on to your first one, or maybe even thinking about your first one. By the time I'm on my 10th one, you're gonna be on your first painting. No one says that you have to paint like this outside of your business, which is eBay. But paint faster for the business sake. Tony's so cool. He's cool as a cucumber, man. Frosted. I'm not even doing the frosted flake part right. You know, I'm just being loose with it because that's what makes it look cool. People get what you're laying down. You don't have to be literal in your art for people to understand what you're trying to do. Sugar, it's bad for you. Flakes. Or you can even write your own things that you want on here, you know, just to make it different. Like, I'm gonna put a dollar sign on here. And then up here, put some a little bit of fur. Let's do a little bit of that. Kellogg's. How long have they been in business? Over 100 years? Probably longer. They practically created the concept of breakfast. Now what we can do is we can add some color to it if you want, you know, like we can make it a little bit funky. That's what I would do. Like, look at this. That's what we're going to do. put X, X. And then we're done. We'll put up here tax, and then we'll put down here $1.25, which I'm sure it cost 1 day. So since it used to cost that 1 day, we'll put an X over it, and then we'll say the new price now is, I don't know, how much are these things? $9.98, something like that. That's expensive. Look at this. All right. And even though like I might have muddied up his fur a little bit, I don't care. See that area right there? Like, I'm not gonna clean that up. That's part of it. That's why I say, like, start your work off being confident of your choices of what you're doing, so that way it already looks like that's your intention going into it. But if you start off being serious, then everybody gonna know your whole intention was for you to be serious. Hold on. You get what I'm saying? Then I could even do something like this, like a blue line, like over the frosted. And then maybe even a little bit of red. Like, you can make your own rules off of this. We're just doing pop art. And then I'll take like a little bit of white. Maybe do that. Boom. And we are done, son. Put my signature on there. Is it wet? It is. So it's fine, whatever. I'll add it later on. Let me take a picture of it. Boom. All right, so there we go. Look. Huh? We did this together. Fun, Tony the Tiger, Frosted Flakes. Nobody could tell us anything. Nobody could say that we can't have fun and we can't do vintage art and we can't, just have fun with it and make it into your own version. Make it, put any kind of wording or things that you want to make it your own. So there's Tony. Look, we did this together. If you want to learn how to do this yourself and you can also make money on it starting next week on eBay, click the link below, join the free eBay art community. Learn how you could do this and pump it up in there. The holiday time is coming up now. People want this from you. They're going to put it in their kitchen. I mean, look at that. That right there, beautiful.